All right. So, I always like to expose whatever tactic they love to use. So, a new tactic today with the bus driver. Okay. Uh, as I'm paying my bus fare, right? She looks away. And when I ask her for a transfer, a bus transfer, so I can catch the next bus, she says to me, "Oh, is that all you're going to pay?" So I'm like, "Excuse me?" And I'm just like, I said, do you want me to show you my card? Because I've never seen this bus driver before. She was a woman, and I usually don't have any issues. But every once in a while they gotta send, whether it be a hard ass male or a hard ass female bus driver to engage in this, trying to give me like a hard time or a difficult time, right? They're trying to, again, just to show you that as a TI, they will always target you in some way, some shape or form, right? There's never any moment in which you're not going to be targeted. And when you expose them and you expose all of their ways, they will come up with new ways in order to target you, right? It's the nature of the program and how they weaponize those within the public sphere to constantly attack you. And sometimes in very subtle ways, right? So remember, earlier I was talking about how, if you disable, that even if you lose a limb, so guess what happened? Because a woman across the street who lost half of one of her hands, and she comes and she stands over across the street looking at me, right? It just to show you how quick they move into action in terms of your surveillance and the things that you do, right? So look at the clown over there. Okay, why he's looking over there? Well, she's already gone, bro. She's already gone. Anyhow, but yeah, again, just to show you guys. And again, I'm not concerned about what it is that they do, particularly when they do stuff like this, because it's really just to get on your nerve. See, they figure that they've manipulated you so much and affected your emotions and have emotional control over you, right? That they continue to do stuff like this. But again, and how they would get away with it usually is because victims of their aggression, of their psychological brainwashing, right? Of their person persuasion program, in the past usually have stayed silent because there was no outlet besides seeing a therapist to talk about what's being done. But it's a new day. They use technology, we use technology. That's what you have to do. You can't, again, the vast majority of people are too brainwashed to understand what's going on. And they're too indoctrinated to think critically, to think, with a logical and critical mindset. look at you, look at you. It's a pile of water there, and he drives fast into the water. I tell you. My brother, that's not funny, man. That's not funny. You Hilarious. Hilarious. How you not see that? Well, you know what? I can understand why you probably didn't see it. Right? We're all conditioned a certain way to where we just can't see certain things. So, for example, like I said, for me sometimes, things are in front of me and I can't even see it. Again, because of the conditioning. Particularly as black people, we're so conditioned. It's a shame. We lack self-awareness. We lack true awareness of our surroundings and what's going on, what's truly going on. So I'm not going to fault the brother. He apologized. So yeah, yep. Black people, the most conditioned group of people in America, the most delusional group of people in America, and the few that are aware are too few to really implement a national program and agenda to awaken our sleeping brothers and sisters. Right? We're stuck in this repetitive cycle of ignorance, religious fanaticism. And as I said, the people that gave us the religion are the ones who don't really believe in the religion. They are the least religious. So, what does that tell you? Right? What does that tell you? I know what it tells me. Okay. Anyhow, we'll listen to some music. Wait for bus to come, and Oh, before I forget too. So the bus driver, they literally sent a bus driver. She didn't know I love my heavily melanated women, and she was heavily melanated and beautiful. And I had to give her a compliment. As usual, I always tell, whenever I get off the bus, I have you, I always say thank you, appreciate you, and I always say have a good day, good night. Because, like I said, bus drivers, or any public servant, or anyone who works in the public office and do public service for people in the society, they need to be appreciated. All right, and so we need to show our appreciation. And it doesn't hurt to say, listen, I appreciate what you're doing. Thank you for your service. Thank you and have a good day. It doesn't hurt. But again, they try to create a mindset within me, as they do in the vast majority of my people, that being courteous, is something that you shouldn't do. Again, it's the backwards way of thinking that they've created in our minds, right? And so, particularly since I have gotten no rest, and I am tired, so they will use the opportunity to break down my defense mechanism. I know. Listen, like I said, if you don't study your enemy, you know what I'm saying? If you don't study your enemy and what they're doing to you and your people, then you might as well just, let them condition you to act in negative ways and become dysfunctional and operate in the lost value system that they have the majority of us operating on. And when I say us, I'm talking about TIs also, but black people, right? So yeah, like I said, it starts with one person, right? It starts with me. It starts with you, but you have to become aware. You have to become conscious of what's going on. Okay? You have to understand that when they are conditioning you to act in negative ways and to have a backwards mindset, very few people become self-aware of these things. And for those of us that become self-aware, we care enough to where we want to make others self-aware of what's going on. All right? Like I said, I'm not going to suffer in silence, but I'm going to find ways to fight back and to help my people, all people in general. Talk to you guys in the next video.